Alright, boys, it's still August the 20th, 10:47. The mighty Manticore over the exact same test I just put a video up with the mighty Deus too. Now, some people have both of these machines. It is clear using the Deus 2, sweeping as such, what you have to do to it to get that nickel signal with the coil height I use, with the settings I use on that metal detector. 9-inch coil. This is the M9 coil. How does the Manticore do here? And is there anything a user of this machine needs to be aware of, like I've showed with the Deus 2? Well, let's see. 22 sensitivity. We're only going to look at all-terrain low conductors. Speed 6. Now, I showed the Deus 2 in speed 4. Okay. Upper ferrous limits are at 7. And I removed the lower ferrous limits. I may put some in here. Is that upper ferrous limit 7 a usable setting on this detector in a while? The answer is yes. Especially for an more advanced user, intermediate advanced user, okay? I may raise that upper ferrous limits to 8. Alright? Now, we're at Noah's channel 9. Now, I don't know. I've looked at this. I can't be 100% sure on which channel is the highest frequency and which is the lowest. But there is frequency change happening there. There's no doubt. That's what you're doing when you do a noise cancel and you start shifting the machine. That is Noah's channel number 9. Horseshoe is currently out. You hear that signal. And a high iron sight that would get your attention in a dig all non-ferrous. Now, ID is in error. Notice that. That's a US nickel down that usually reads around 27 on this machine. Okay. Now, we're going to just spot check a few of these noise channels here. Still have signal at channel 5. There's 0. We still have signal. Channel -4. Channel -7. On a sweep. Channel -9. I'll open the screen back up. Okay. We'll leave it at -9. We're in recovery speed 7. We'll look at it at 6. Probably a better signal. Remember, I'm running speed 4 on the Deus 2, okay? So here's speed 7 on the Manticore. Channel -9, we'll check 0. We'll check number 9. So we're getting signal. That's something that would get the sharpshooter to stop. Now I'm going to turn the Horseshoe on in channel 9. Now, the ID keeps that red line under it. And I've got that enabled on this machine. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's what it's doing. I mean, I can have a red ID select is what I meant to say. But I'm hearing that tone. Horseshoe in. You hear that. Horseshoe off. You see what I've got there, okay? Now, I'm going to remove the nickel. We'll sweep. We don't hear anything. The nickel is gone, okay? Now the nickel is back up there. So you clearly hear the signal. Channel 9, we'll go back to channel 0. We'll just leave it there. So you hear that. speed 7. We're going to increase upper ferrous limits to 8 just to see what happens. We're still getting it. Notice that. Still getting it. Channel -9. And a high iron side, you'd stop on that every day of the week with this machine, okay? O sights. Channel +9, speed 7, upper ferrous limits number 8. So we still have the signal. Okay. I'm going to change our upper ferrous limits back to 7. We're going to add some lower. There's 4, preset 4. What do we get here? We still have signal. Audio, ID in error. Now, one thing to note on this test right here. If I had to bet swinging the Deus 2 like I showed it in a video at speed 4, silencer 1 versus this Manticore at upper ferrous limit 7, it's not frequency shift sensitive like the Deus 2. But the Deus 2 on that scenario, on that nickel, if I had to bet the farm and say there's a nickel down there, I would trust the Deus 2's meter. But remember, you got to be in a high frequency shift on that machine to even know that nickel exists. Okay? You can go watch the video. Now, I'm not saying that Deus 2 ID was spot on, but it wasn't bad. But to get you over that target, if we do a noise cancel on this machine, that's what we're doing. I'm holding the button. Alright, I'm ready to go hunting, and I sweep over that. I hear it. With the Deus 2, that may or may not be the case, depending. Okay? Some people may be wondering about this. Now, that is below target plane masking there. You see the nails, you see that nail, and you see that flat iron. You see the coil height. 2x4s. Okay? Will you see this in the wild? I'd say you probably would, as long as the ground is not super highly mineralized. Alright, that's going to conclude the video. Have a nice day.